Yo, what's up tankers, and welcome back to the club. In this video, I will be reviewing the brand new Tier 9 Collector British medium tank, the Cobra. This tank is, as a lot of you said already, is not OP, but very fun to play. At the same time, in my opinion, in the right hands, if you know how to play with this tank, if you know the weak spots of the enemy, if you switch always between your standard shells, or here in this case heat shells and hash shells, in the correct time, we can also really perform great battles. So let's have a look first about equipment, provision, consumables, what we need here. Then I will very fast inspect the armor of this tank, and then we will jump straight to the battlefield. If you are new, randomly watching my content, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. That will help me a lot. Also comment this video and tell me your opinion about this tank if you want. I will be so glad to hear your opinion about this vehicle. So I'm going here for calibrated shells to have the maximum of penetration, because we don't have the best penetration, and yeah, we need more penetration, especially if we will be using our hash shells, and with that we can deal really a lot of damage. We can go up to 625 of damage per shot with our normal shells, an average something between 430, 420 and up to 500. With precision fire, of course, more damage for both shells. I'm always trying to use my hash shells to have maximum damage, but if I can't, I switch very fast to our heat shells. So we need a bit of skills playing with this vehicle, switching the shells all the time to maximize our damage and to get the best out of this vehicle. Definitely supercharger, we're going to play from distance. We need fast shells and shells which don't lose penetration from distance. We have anyway a lack of penetration, so we need definitely the supercharger to have nice clean shots from distance, and with that we still be able to penetrate the enemy from distance. Very important. The refined gun, and with that we have really actually a good accuracy for a gun like this, for a high caliber like this, and yeah, insane. Definitely refined gun to have better accuracy. I'm using here enhanced armor to maximize our turret armor and also the upper plate of the hull. We can sometimes block some damage with this vehicle, especially if we are playing against tier 8 and 9 mediums. If you are hull down using our 10 degrees, we definitely can block a lot of damage, but not against tier 10s and TDs. They will pen us. Be careful about that. Enhanced tracks, improved optics, we can also spot with this tank, engine accelerator and high-end consumables. Provisions going for T, and improved fuel for better DPM and better mobility. And I'm going for 2 repair kits and adrenaline. So far so good. Let's have a look very fast at the alpha damage. The average damage is 400 damage per shot. We have a nice mobility, also an insane gun depression, and that will help us a lot in our playstyle, playing sneaky in some hull down spots. So here we go. This is the frontal armor of the tank, standing instead of the T-44, a tier 8 medium tank, okay? As we can see there, against tier 8s and tier 9s, mediums and lights, if you are going medium side, going hull down or even on flat ground, we are really pretty safe. But especially let's focus on hull down. We don't want to go I don't know, on flat ground and wait to block some damage. It's all about playing hull down here with this vehicle, okay? So using the 10 degrees, okay, like this for example, and the enemy will see this. If they go for premium shells, we still really very hard to penetrate, okay? And that's really a strong thing about this tank, playing against tier 8 mediums and lights, going medium side as a medium tank. In a hull down position, we can block a lot of damage. And it's gonna be the same, I think, against also tier 9 mediums, okay? Okay, here, yeah, it's using premium shells, the T-54. He will be able to pen us, but with standard shells, really very hard to penetrate. So, and that's it actually. Don't risk a lot against tier 8 heavies and tier 80Ds. They will pen you really. For example, let's go for a tier 10 heavy, the IS-4. He will penetrate us with standard shell if we are even on hull down spot. So keep that in mind. We can play hull down, we can block off damage, we can risk it and being spotted and stay in our hull down spot and show our nose, our turret, playing against tier 8 and tier 9 mediums and lights. We can risk it, but don't risk it against tier 8, 9, 10 heavies or TDs. They will penetrate us anyway because they have a better penetration than the mediums and lights. Also, don't risk it against, for example, tier 10 mediums. They will also very easily penetrate our turret even we are hull down. Okay, very important. That's what we should know about the armor of this tank. Let's go now to the battlefield. About the playstyle with this vehicle, the Cobra. Yeah, as I told you, this tank got officially on paper some armor, okay, on the turret, on the upper plate, but that doesn't mean that we are invincible, and that doesn't mean that we are going to go frontline, rush, and rely on our armor. And not like a heavy tank with a strong turret. We can go frontline push, and you can be nearly 90% sure nobody will pen you. It's not the case with this tank. With this tank, we're going to play hull down, but sneaky. Try not to get spotted. If you get spotted, fall back, otherwise you will be spammed from everywhere and you will be destroyed in a matter of minutes. And it's gonna be, of course, sad, because this tank with this great potential, this high alpha damage, especially using your hash shells, you can deal a lot of damage with this vehicle, and you can support your team from distance, second line, not back line, but always sneaky like this. Here we go, 516 damage per shot with our hash shell. So without getting pushed, I'm keeping my eye, for example, on the T-54, at the same time dealing my damage with my hash shell. So the T-54 is not pushing on me, so I will stay here, I will relax and do my damage without even being spotted, without the enemy will notice that I'm even here. And that's the perfect way to play with this tank. That's how you should play with this tank. So find your hull down spot, yes, to use your 10 degrees of depression to sneak your shot, but find your hull down spot in a place somewhere where we can always hide, go out, sneak a shot, fall back from distance, and that's how we should play with it. I played, as we saw in the beginning of the video, already a lot of battles with this tank. I have a good win rate with it, and I tried it a lot of, let's say, play styles, and after now playing some battles with it, this is really the best way how to play with this tank. Sneaky from distance, using this insane gun depression to, sneak your shots like this, okay? And always in a place where we can always hide, because we don't have the fastest reload time. For the medium tank, we have nearly, as we can see there, 10 seconds. Using adrenaline, maybe we can go for 9 seconds. Look at this nice hash shot, 524 damage. So it's really fun to play, and if we know how to deal with this tank, how to play with it, we can even perform really great battles. And this tank will go from the category fun to play to actually a very good vehicle, okay? It's always fun having a tank with a nice alpha with a hash shell, but it's also really, this tank can be also pretty good and pretty effective on the battlefield if we know how to play with it, like I showed you here in this battle. I got for you also another situation, this time playing against tier 9 and tier 8 vehicles, and it's gonna be nearly completely the same playstyle. So what I'm doing here, also not pushing a lot. Here we go, the first shot with my hash shell, surprising that WZ1122. He got no idea where that shot came from, but after that I was spotted, then he saw me, but he was completely surprised, and that's what we should do with this tank. It's a Cobra, it's a snake. We should play it sneaky, okay? So yeah, like this, from distance, keeping your eyes everywhere. Look at this lower plate hash shell, torched it, and going for 757 of damage. So of course we need also a bit of experience playing with this tank, because in the beginning you have always to switch the shells to do the maximum of damage, because it's gonna be also sad if you do only splash damage and instead of doing 600 of damage doing only 100, and maybe it is better at that time to switch to your heat shells, to your standard shells. So we have to know which are the weak spots of the armor of the enemy. Should I go for a hash shell? Should I switch for a normal shell to do more damage? So that will come after playing a lot of battles with this tank, and also you need just some experience in this game to know where are the weak spots for each tank, okay? I was, for example, as you saw, as I hit it, I don't know which tank that was, the Yak Tiger, I was sure, lower plate, hash shell, penetration, a lot of damage, okay? So it's always like that. So Progetto, okay, the side is easy to pen, use my hash shell, torched him, and going for a lot of damage. So that's I think that it comes after a bit of experience to know where are the weak spots for each tank. Should you go for a hash shell? Should you go for a normal shell? And to do the maximum of damage and to be the most effective on the battlefield, and to get the best out of this vehicle while playing with it. So till now, so far so good, going for 3k of damage nearly, one shot blocked, and I'm still hungry for it. I want to go for more damage, pushing on the WZ1122. Here we go, and whoa, nice. Finish the second one, and the last one will be the Leopard Prototype A. Let's push on that dude. Look at this nice finishing shot, and boom. No chance, dude, no chance. Yeah, guys, so that was the Cobra, the brand new Tier 9 collector medium British tank. My opinion about it, how to play with it, how to drive it. So I hope I could help you with this video to improve your skills playing with this tank if you have it already, and yeah, to have a better idea about this vehicle if you are thinking to go for it. So now here it is, it's all up to you now. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video, guys. If you like it, you know what to do. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new watching my content, and see you soon for sure in the next video, guys. Bye bye.